Bloomer, can you hear the metronome? Ah, yes. What's up, Sarah, Sarah? Oh, and there's a Wesley. Very cool. Corinne and Robin. Samurai Sam. All right. So here we go. The D major scale. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, and. All right, we're going to play the scale one more time, and a couple of things that we noticed from your flip grid videos. Number one, cellos and violas. You have to remember the extensions on the C string and the G string. So you have to play the high fours or the extended fours, and violas you have to play the high threes. The other thing we notice is violin players, you're supposed to shift on the A string. I don't know if you guys can see. So we go A, B, C, first finger D, E, F, G, and then I change the string A, B, C, D. That's how we're supposed to do our shifting. And then the last thing is please, please, please read the music. All right, a lot of kids were trying to play from memory and it wasn't going very well. If your printer died, or if you're out of ink, or if you just don't feel like printing it, that's fine. Send Mr. Thibodeau an email and I'll print it for you, make you a little packet, and mom or dad can pick it up on their way home from work, okay? But please don't go without music. I can make the copies for you, okay? All right, we're going to do that scale uno más. One more time. Same scale, though. You look fantastic. And I guess you sound fantastic, right? 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, play. right, now we're going to swap to the unitunes, or the unison exercises. That's the one that starts D, 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 E, 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 F, F, E, D. And we're going to play all of page 1. I want to get me some fluorescent lights for the room. Everybody has them cool neon lights. I want to be like Gabby. So I can be like a DJ. Maybe some strobe lights. Kevin, you almost ready, bud? Excellent. All right, here we go. The Unitunes excerpt, the D major part. 1, 2. 1, 2, ready, play. It's kind of hard to tell, but did we all make it to the end of the first page? Claudia, give me a thumbs up if you rocked it. No? Okay, thumbs down. All right, we're going to do it again. We're just going to go just a tad faster. We're going to play from measure 1 to measure 48. You got it? All right, here we go. Woohoo! 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Right. Did we survive? Claudia, was it better that time? Are you lying? Oh, look, our computer froze. All right, now will you please go to the etude number 22? How old I am. Only 22. Orchestra, we're going to start at we're going to start at square 3 and play to the first note of square 4. This section from 3 to 4 has B flats and E flats. On all of our instruments, on the A string and the D string, those are low 1s. For the violin players, you have some low 4s. So on the A string, you don't play normal 4th finger. On the A string, you play a low 4th finger because it says E flat in the part. I hope everybody can see that. All right, we're going to give it a go. Square 3 to the first note of square 4. The plan is we're going to do it 3 times, and then I'm going to call on one of you guys to play, and then we'll go on to the next section. So we'll do a small section at a time, okay? 1, 2, 3. So it's not very long. It's just a short section. Back to square 3. 1, 2, 3. And then one more time, and then we'll call on somebody. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'm going to turn my microphone off, and Sarah, why don't you play? Sarah, I'd like you to play it 3 times, okay? And we're going to play along with you every time. Make sure you count off before you get started, okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, Sarah, be careful there at the end. There's 2 E flats and then the E natural, okay? All right, let's do it again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, good job, Sarah. Was that 3 or was that only 2?
That's only 2.
Oh, good. You get good. You had to get the good again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thanks, Sarah. You're a great sport. You did a good job. All right, orchestra, now we're going to back up to square 2. And we're going to play from square 2 to the first note of square 3. This one has the same similar notes. The first 2 measures have the low 1s. The third measure does not. And then the fourth measure does have the low 1. So it kind of has them. It kind of reminds me of fleas on my dog. Sometimes it's sharp. Sometimes it's natural. It kind of goes back and forth like that. So here's square number letter circle 2. 1 and 2 and 3. Back to circle 2. 1 and 2 and 3. Circle 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, Robin, you're gonna do the same thing that Sarah did, okay? You're gonna do it 3 times. Each time, make sure you count us off, okay?
Okay.
No, it's not time to pack up.
I know, I'm just trying to fix my shoulder rest. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, one more time, or for the second time. Okay, ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, ready, go.
All right, good job, Robster. All right, now we're backing up to circle, square, number, letter 1. This is number 1. Hi, chihuahuas. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you remember this section from last week where we worked a lot on the high 3s for the C sharp. Good. Look, Raul's like, yeah, man, I got you. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. Circle 1. 1, 2, 3. All right, and this is our last time through. 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna back up all the way to the very beginning. And we're gonna play the whole thing, okay? The whole thing. 1, 2, 3. I stopped at the first note of 25. Is that what it is? How did you do? Raul, you got it? Knocking it out the park. What about you, Gabby? How'd you do? Rocking and rolling? I can't tell. It's just like a blob with some purple highlights. Yeah. Can we go a little bit faster? Blooms, maybe a little bit? I can't tell what she said. All right. Well, whether she said yes or no, we're going to go faster. All right. Whole thing. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see. Who's going to be our lucky person today? Kevin, why don't you give it a go for us? Same kind of deal. Just turn. No, don't cover your face. I'm sure you're going to rock it, okay? Don't forget to count us off, so we'll start with you, okay?
Okay, Mr. T. One, two, three.
Kevin, you did a good job, man. All right, so what I need you guys to do now, you can either follow along with me, or you can go ahead and get ready to log into Smart Music. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my screen. Maybe you can ask Mr. Norton. I haven't gotten this right yet today. The screen one. All right, so maybe, just maybe. Nope, that's not it. See, I still can't get it right. There's too many monitors. I can't ever remember which one is which. Let's try this one. How about now? Do you see my performance stuff? Yeah. All right, so this is nothing more than the Google Classroom page, right? This is the Google Classroom for third period. And underneath performance assignments, it says performance assignment 8222, and then it gives you the measure numbers, measures 1 through 24. This link is an active link that takes you to the Smart Music page. And this YouTube video is about like how to sign up for Smart Music, but I'm almost positive everybody already did that. So what I'm gonna make you watch today is this little video here, and it's about how to actually submit your
All right, guys. So
submit your test on Smart Music. So we're gonna take it's about a 10 or 12 minute long video. We're We're going to go ahead and watch it in class, and then that way when we're done, you can ask questions if something is confusing or not, okay? So, Mr. Norton, if the sound doesn't work, just let me know and I'll try it again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you've created your Smart Music account. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to kind of walk you through the process of submitting a Smart Music assignment. So this is what Mr. Norton and I used to get in. All right, and mine probably looks a little bit different than yours here in a minute because I'm going to have a bunch of classes. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to click on the home button. And then for every class period that I'm entered, I get a little box. And it says 1 pending, 0 late. I got to get a little closer. 0 reassigned and 0 graded. So that means I haven't done anything. Those are talking about the assignments that are actually been inputted. And of course, I'm in a bunch of different class periods because I want to be in a class with each one of you guys. So I'll start with first period. I'm going to click on the box. And then it tells me, you know, assignments due, recently graded assignments. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to hit start. This is that Metesky etude. We played through a little bit of this in class the past couple days. It's going to ask what instrument. Right now I'm playing my violin. All right, so those are the instructions. We're playing etude number 22, measure 1 through 24. The metronome at least 60. There's 100 points, and then I just repeated the instructions again. All right, so this is what our interface is going to look like. First thing I do is I turn the metronome volume way up loud, because I like to be able to hear the metronome. One cool thing is if you haven't downloaded a tuner just yet for your instrument, this button right here, I hope you guys can see it. It's a pitchfork. And you click on that. And then this is a tuner that's built into Smart Music that you can use to help tune your instruments. It's just a little kind of a side note. It's a bonus. All right. So then here we are. We're looking. The button in red, of course, that means record. The green button is to play back, and what it's going to do is if I hit this button now, it's going to play like a computer generated sound, hopefully. All right, so that's like if I didn't know how it sounded, I could do that button and it would play it back for me. Our assignment says that you have to play it at least at a quarter note equals 60. So over here, this is where you adjust the metronome. So for the sake of time, I'm going to bump mine up to 80. That should be as fast as it. Oh, no, it'll let you go faster. All right, so we're gonna bump it up to 80. All right. And I'm just going to play a couple times and just so you can see how it works. All right, so I'm going to hit this record button, and then it should count down like 3, 2, 1, and then I also have the metronome going, and we're going to see how I do with the metronome. All right, here we go. Oh, yes, we're going to do melodic through the microphone. We're going to hit select this mode. It's going to test my microphone.
So I left all this in your video so that you could see that it doesn't always work the first time.
Uh-oh.
So you may have to do it a couple times. You may have to plug and unplug things. Just shows you a little bit about how I troubleshooted until I could get my microphone to work. And the snapping was me testing my microphone. I wasn't like,
all right, guys, I'll
calling
have
my
to do
dog
a
or
little
anything.
editing there on my video. So I had a problem with my microphone. I had to fix it. I'm hoping you guys won't have that kind of problem. I had a little bit of a snafu because I'm using this external mic and it had to have a conversation. All right, so here we go. Oh, so now I'm ready. Okay, all right. All right, so now I finally have my microphone set correctly, and I think I have the metronome set correctly. So I'm going to give it my first go around I'm going to hit the red button, and it's going to count me off to 3, and then I'm going to begin to play. All right, so that was beautiful. Now, once you're done playing, you can kind of scroll through. The green notes are the notes that you got correct, and the red notes are the notes that you got incorrect. You can see I got all kinds of things goofy in that measure, and it continued on there. I will tell you, I mean, you guys are a little bit younger than I am, so you may not have the hard time tracking from one line to the next, but it only shows you 2 lines. And when you get to the end of the second line, then it kind of jumps you back up to the top. So it takes me a little while to get used to reading it that way. I'm going to go ahead and do another try. Oh, if I wanted to listen to what I just did, I would click the blue triangle with the red dot. And that was the recording that I just submitted. And if you're curious about what grade I received, over here on the side, it said, oh, look, the first one, I got a 3. That's not too hot. The second one, I got a 97. I'm going to delete that 3. I don't really want to have a 3. All right, so okay, so now it just has the 1 take. I'm going to give it one more try. Same kind of thing. See if that one was a little bit better. Oh yeah, that one was a lot better. Okay, so you can see over here that I scored a 100. Now, when it comes time to submit, what you're going to want to do is however many takes that you need to get to that 100, you're going to hit save, and then you'll hit submit, right? Just for a sake of showing you how the grading policy is going to work, I'm going to make one more recording. Maybe you'll get a kick out of this.
This next recording is very impressive. I'm sure you're all going to be impressed. Wrong song.
right, so I did a little improving there. Let's see what my grade is. Oh, excellent. Okay, so for when you do this, you're going to want to make sure that you pick the highest grade, and that's the one you're going to want to submit. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and submit this one that says 63. All righty. I don't really need to leave a comment. All right. I should be able to go back to here. And then I took that in first period. So you can see there's one that's graded. And then I can click on it. Now, this is what's important. It shows that I did submit it here, right? And then my grade was a 62.5 out of 100. And instead of getting a letter grade, it just says resubmit. So that means that if you submit something and the grade's not what I think it should be, it's going to give you a resubmit. Anytime you score under a 90, you're going to get a resubmit. And then I'll write some comments here that reply to you like, hey, you know, measures 5 through 6, you started playing Twinkle Little Star and you weren't really playing what you were supposed to. But
Robin.
for most of you guys, you are going to go ahead and submit the highest grade possible. I just wanted to show you what would happen if you submitted one that wasn't. And then if you were like, man, I wonder what I did wrong, you can always look here and it gives you the playback of, you can see all the notes that I missed if you wanted to play it. And eventually in there, the twinkle would come back. All right, so that's a little bit about Smart Music. I hope this helps, makes you feel a little more comfortable with it. If you have any questions after you do all this, shoot me an email and we'll see if we can't get you figured out. Thanks, guys.
Alrighty, it looks like there's some chats. Let's see. It is to a pitchfork. It's a tuning fork. It's all the same thing. Noel, can you be more specific with your question?
Oh no, I just said I got it figured out because the way it works is that it has to hear the sound coming from your speakers. And I don't have speakers, so I was
It
like,
has to. Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
might not be able to use your earbuds.
I mean, if you put it like right next to your mic on full blast, maybe.
You know, a splitter might help too. Right? A headphone splitter is pretty important because it'll one side of the splitter will go to your headphones and the other side can go to your speakers. So that can help. All right. So does anybody have questions about Smart Music? Now is your time. What's
Mr.
up?
G, I
What's
don't have
up?
a question about Smart Music, but I wanted to know what tempo were we taking it today?
Today in class we were at 60, and then at the end we went to 72.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right, and the fastest I think the music says is 88. Oh no, it just says 80. That's it. Don't go no faster than 80. Okay. All right, so just
Do you want us to go?
go ahead.
Do you want us to go at 60?
It says at least 60, so it won't let you play any slower than 60. But you can adjust the tempo to 72 or 80. Okay. Hey guys, we've had quite a few assignments that are due. You have 2 listening assignments that are now due week 1 and week 2. The week 2 listening assignment was to a very famous composer. She's probably one of the most famous female composers of professional literature. I don't know if you guys want to look her up or not. She's a pretty spectacular lady. Of course, you'll have another listening assignment that's due this Friday. Your composition assignments were also due last Friday.
So if you're missing these assignments and you're not getting them turned in, please, please, please turn them in. They're not difficult grades. Essentially, if you, like the composition assignment, if you did it and you did 8 measures, you got a 100. But if you didn't do it, well, then you got a 0, and we got to get that turned in so that you have the correct grades. The other thing is, if you're struggling with something, whether it's music related or anything, please ask for help. I know it's so odd because we're not on campus, but you guys aren't here, but Mr. Norton and I are still here every day, starting at like 7:30 until, God, who knows? I mean, we stay until we get everything done, so sometimes it's pretty late. So if you have questions, just say, hey, I need help, and we'll meet Zoom, and we'll get you going. No matter what it is, if you're having computer problems, we'll find you an answer. If you're having cello problems or violin problems, whatever it may be. Also, here in a couple of weeks, we're going to have to start doing rehearsals during flex time. The flex time is that 8:30 to 10 o'clock time. So I send out a remind text asking if you were involved in any extracurricular activities and when they practice. So like I've already talked to Coach Harris and Coach Holtgren, and I know most of the athletic schedules. But if you're in another activity, like I haven't talked to First Sergeant Parr yet or anything like that, if you know that you already have activities in the flex time, if you could fill out that form and send it back to me, that way when I schedule the orchestra flex time rehearsals, they won't be in conflict. But once this phase 1 starts happening, I'm not too sure what we are and are not going to be allowed. Do y'all hear that when my speaker goes crazy? I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I need to buy some new cables. I think I broke a cable this weekend. I'm not too sure what they're going to let me do during class time once the phase 1 and all that stuff starts. So we're going to have the flex time, so I know that we at least can play our instruments, 1 or 2 days a week. But I also don't want to put you in a bind where you've got 2 Churchill activities going on at the same time. So if you could please fill out that form, that would be very, very helpful for scheduling. All right, so we've got about 20 minutes left in class, I think. No, we have 15 minutes. Sorry, I talked too much. So in the next 15 minutes, I would like for you to either complete the listening assignments. There's 2 of them, or 3 of them, counting this week. Complete the composition assignment that was due last week, or log into Smart Music and just give it a try and see how it feels. And if you have problems, Mr. Norton and I will be here until 2:15 on this Zoom link, and we can answer your questions about Smart Music, okay? All right, if you don't have any questions at this time, you can log off and go log into that Smart Music stuff. Good luck. See you later, Samurai Sam. Goodbye, Corinne. Y'all be good. Oh, you can't see my thing. Live long and prosper. May the force ever be in your favor.
Hey, Mr. T.
Hey, Emily, what's
the
up?
forms the forms you're talking about, are they on your teacher website?
The what?
Because I have basketball in the morning.
Oh, I sent out a
I
sent out a Google what do you call that? A Google form for you to fill out on the Remind. Are you signed up for the Remind?
I didn't get anything.
Well, no, we did that like the first and second day of school, where you sign up for the Remind on my teacher website. Hold on a second, I'll show it to you. Maybe. Emily, so your class code for Remind is right here. Starts at the @FBA76A9, and you'll text that code to 81010. Or if you're on your computer, you can just go to my teacher website and click on this link, and that'll get you signed up for the Remind. Otherwise, you're not getting the text messages from Mr. Thibodeau, okay? Emily, do you know, is it the varsity basketball that's practicing in the morning? Or because that was not one of the things that I received from Coach Holtgren or from Coach Harris.
Yeah, junior varsity. I practice with the varsity kids.
Okay, that didn't
Freshman's the only one I practice with.
that didn't really answer my question, kiddo. Is the varsity
I don't know who you're talking about.
is the varsity group practicing in the morning, or is the JV group practicing in the morning?
For basketball, for girls basketball, it's both of us.
Okay, so all girls
JV and
basketball
varsity.
all girls basketball is practicing in the morning. Is that correct?
Yeah, except for freshmen.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's what I need to know. Sign up for that remind, and I'll send you the form. Okay.
Okay.
Mio Mayo, do you have a question?
Yes, sir.
Man, I wish I was sitting outside on my porch.
Oh, it's not my porch though.
Oh.
So.
What is it?
Well, I'm moving. Well, we've been moving, but I haven't moved yet. But I'm staying at my grandparents' house. So.
Oh, so it's your grandma's porch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wish I could sit on my grandma's porch.
Yeah, but the Wi-Fi's been like trashy. But I wanted to say that you said that school activities. What if it's not in school related? It's more like violin practices or whatever during the morning or whatnot. That's not in the school.
I just need from 8 to 4:30. You should be engaged with a Churchill activity.
Okay.
I'm not concerned with anything outside of that, because if we were in school, right, you wouldn't have extra stuff. All right. So are you talking about like a violin lesson
Yeah.
with Miss Kinnell?
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be all right.
No.
No.
All right.
Yes. No. You guys are gonna drive me bonkers. Yes. No. What?